Good morning all. My name is Gowri Shankar. I am currently pursuing my Master of Science in MSc Agriculture Extension, and today I am going to explain about application of drones in agriculture. As we know that drone is an unmanned aerial vehicle and that is used for many purposes in defenses, and in modern days it can be also used for agriculture. In defenses, the drones can be used for spying our enemy and spying the enemy is crossing our border or not. But in modern days, it is used in agriculture as for many purposes like spraying of pesticides and spraying of weedicides, etc. And we are going to see in the slides. As I said before, a drone is an autopilot, is a reusable, controllable, steady flying propellant or jet. This is mainly used in defenses, and this is what distinguishes them from missiles. And the automated drones vary in shapes, sizes and features. And in agriculture, this feature helps in agriculture for spraying of pesticides and in land surveying technologies. And the drones that are operated remotely by telecommunications and by using many software programs. The software programs are developed by many technologists, and this is used for farmers and helping them to monitor their lands and monitoring their animals, and as it is used in animal husbandry. But at present, drones are effectively used in field of agriculture for spraying fertilizers and pesticides, watering and spreading seeds. The drones is also used for spreading seeds, because as a drone contains a container, in that the limited amount or specified amount of seeds can be added, and in during flying the drones will spray the seeds, and after that it can help the farmers in raising the crop. And the uses of drones in Indian agriculture. The uses of drones in agriculture sector is expected to rise in industries, and so it is good to know how to use the technology judicially, because we should use this technology judicially, and so that only it can be spread to all farmers. And agriculture drones can be used for efficient field planting, soil and field inspections. They can be used to mount sensors, because the drone contains sensors, so that it can detect the weather conditions also. Through that we can know about the weather changes, and we can take precautionary measures, and this helps the farmers to take the precautionary measures like in doing the irrigations and doing many land practices, etc. And the drone is also help to monitor in the soil conditions and soil erosion content and nutrient content and soil fertility. And nowadays the drones are used very much in precision farming also. And these are the pictures why the drones are used. And in the first pictures, the drone is used in spraying the fertilizers or pesticides, and in another pictures it shows that monitoring of lands, and through that the disease affected crops or pest affected crops can also be monitored. Crop monitoring is a monitoring of crop progress from sowing to harvest. The crop monitoring means it starts from when the farmer is sowing the seeds, and after the intermediate stage to the harvest stage. This includes providing fertilizer at the right time, because in olden days they will say that if you throw the seeds in the right time, it will be harvested in the right time, so that it is applied in this drone technology also. And checking pest infestations. The pest infestation is a major threat to Indian agriculture. So the drones are helpful in monitoring the pest and monitoring the effect of weather conditions. As I said before, the weather conditions also play a major role, because as per the Indian monsoon, it is also called as gambling of monsoons. The gambling of monsoons means if the monsoon will come, means it will not come. If it will not come, means it can come. So that it is also helping the farmers in doing the harvest at the stipulated period, because if the harvesting time at the stipulated period means also it will benefit the farmers. And any error of this stage can lead to crop failure. If the farmer is failed to harvest the crop, it can lead to the failure. And the crop monitoring helps in deciding the cropping pattern of the next sessions. Drones will help plant trees and crops that were previously done by farmers. This technology not only saves labor but also saves fuels. Because the drones help in using our resources judicially. The judicially means the term refers to using the a specified amount of resources in a specific time. Soon, budget friendly. The drones are now budget friendly as per the Government of India order dated January 26, 2022. The drones can be used for agricultural practices and the farmers can get license through the proper authority. And the drones are expected to replace the large tractors as they emit harmful gases and pollute the environment in the process, because it can replace the traditional vehicles like tractors and many harvesters or sowers, because by using the fuels it can pollute the environment by emission of gases like carbon dioxide and methane and nitrous oxides. Drones can be used to monitor and manage large livestock because the sensors include high resolution infrared cameras. The high resolution infrared cameras are the main features in the drone technologies that can detect a sick animal and take quick actions accordingly. Because as I said earlier, the drones can be used in monitoring the health conditions of the animals, and hence the impact of the drones on precision dairy farming is soon become the new normal. The new normals means it is a term that is denoted because, which is not known earlier, and the measures can be taken to neutralize that. That is the term refers to new normal. For example, COVID-19 pandemic is a new normal to everyone. Okay, and the precision farming means if we grow a crop, we can apply the fertilizer as the crop required. That is called in precise amount. We can apply the fertilizers or any other nutrient content to the crops. That is the main advantage in precision farming, and there is no wastage of the resources or no wastage of the fertilizers or pesticides. Agriculture drones are used to spray chemicals because they have reservoirs. They can be filled with fertilizers and pesticides to spray crops in much shorter time compared to the traditional methods. If we following the traditional method means it will include manpower and labor cost, etc. If we apply drones, if we buy a drone, and it can be used whenever we need it, so that the drone technology helps the farmers in reducing the cost, and so that by reducing the cost he can manage all the situations he needed. Hence, drone technology can usher in a new era of precision agriculture. Farming is a large scale activity that takes acres of lands, because farming is not a simple activity, because the farming involves a lot of acres of lands, so that through that land only the farmers can get an income. So that it is very important for the farmers to practice the drones, and the many extension agents like extension activists are giving training to the farmers to adopt this new technology, and the adoption rate can be seen by after giving the training and before giving the training. That short term period gap will be there, and after that we are seeing how much of them were trained and how much of them were retained the training practices. And these are the parts in drone technology. The GPS receiver is there because it is used to locate where the drone has to spray the fertilizer or pesticides, and gas inlet or real-time measurements. The gas inlet is used for flying of drones, and battery is the main power reservoir of the drone. And bag samples also will be there in drones, because it is used for collecting the seeds, etc. Regular surveys are necessary to monitor the health of the soil and cultivated crops. Manually, this can take several days, and even then this is the room for human error. Drones can do same jobs in hours, because regular surveys is a tedious process, because while involving human beings they can make mistakes, but it is a drone and it involves the software programs. It can do the survey in a precise manner with 100% of accuracy, so that many errors can be reduced. Through infrared mapping, drones can gather information about both soil health and crops. Drones are particularly used in reducing the overuse of pesticides, insecticides and other chemicals, because overusing of fertilizers and pesticides can also harm our crop environment. So that by applying this in judicious amount, the over usage of this pesticides and insecticides and chemical compounds can be reduced. And this is the simple symbolic representation of a picture that representing the works of drone. It can be, the drones are also used in harvesting, spraying, mapping and sensing. The sensing involves, as I said earlier, it is used in detecting the pest and disease affected crops. And nutrient nutrient affected crops can be also detected. Weather condition can be a farmer's best friend and worst enemy, because the Indian monsoon is the gambling of monsoons, so it can change whenever it is whenever it thinks. It is very difficult to prepare for any change in patterns, as this cannot be accurately predicted. Farmer can use this information to prepare better. Using the forecast of storms or lack of rain to plan the more suitable for the season and how to care for the crops and planted later. These are the care should be taken while using this drones. Multispectral images can provide precise information about subtle differences between healthy and unhealthy crops that may be missed by the naked eye. Because if you see the naked eye, we can judge that all the plants or crops are healthy. So, but by using the drones, we can use in rowing process. The rowing means removal of disease or pest affected plants. It can be done in an efficient manner. For example, stressed crop less infrared stressed crops reflect less infrared light compared to healthy crops, because if a healthy crop is there means its chlorophyll content will be very high amount, so that it can reflect the sun's solar radiations. But in the disease or pest affected crops, the chlorophyll content will be very less in amount, so that its emission of that infrared lights varies, so that we can detect. The human eye cannot always detect the difference, but drones can provide this information at an early stage. And the conclusion is, looking to the future, drones technology is going to change agriculture sector. Many Indian startups are also interested in the industry and aim to invest in low-cost drones, which can help the farmers and at the same time create employment opportunities for rural youth and improve the farmers' knowledge. And this is the stand in my content. Thank you. Have a good day and a great time.